Hello, everybody. So happy to see you all. And I'm so excited today. We have special guests that are coming on in a couple minutes. That will be Emily and Jessica. And we are all going to create together, as I hope you are. I know that some of you have the dies. They just went out the first of the month. So some of you have them and some of you don't. If you don't, you may be able to use some of these techniques that we're doing with other dies that you have. So I hope that you will come and play along with us. We'd love to see what you're making. We hope that you will post them and share them either on our page or on A Cherry on Top, or both of them. We also have a giveaway coming up, so we're going to share how you can do that. There's one today, and then we have a whole month of creating. So when we are done at that time, there are 3 grand prizes, which will be given by Sizzix. And that was really fun and nice of them to do. So we will tell you how that one works too. We will have Karina in the chat, and she will be moderating for us. Let me see. There she is. Hey, Karina. Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Oh, yeah, we're going to have fun. Okay, I can't say everybody because there's too many, but it's that little blue hutch paper crafted. No, it is not. It's a little antique and I love it. Hey, Angie, how are you? So I hope that you guys, oh, there's Marcy too. I hope that you will help out with the chats and the links and everything, because we are going to be busy crafting, okay? So are you ready to meet our guests? Wait a minute, let me make sure I did everything. I'm going to wait until they come on and they can give a little bit of information about, there they are.
Hi.
Hello. So everybody meet Emily and Jessica.
So I'm Jessica.
I'm Emily.
And yeah, we're from Cherry on Top Crafts.
Yeah, I figured that. So yeah, we've had fun kind of getting to know each other. So can you guys tell me a little bit about yourself, so our friends all kind of feel like we know each other?
Yeah. So I've been working here at Cherry on Top for, I don't know, for like 10 years now.
Wow.
My aunt actually started the business, and yeah, we sell all sorts of things: paper crafting, art supplies, needle crafts. We try to just do anything crafty. Myself, I'm an artist. I just love making things. I've done, a whole range of stuff.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Emily. Thanks.
I was going to say, I'm Emily, and I've been working at Cherry for about a year now, and I'm the new marketing assistant, and just thrilled to be here. I actually left my job in finance that I was there for 6 years to follow my passion, and I'm a card maker. I love making cards, but working here, I've been exposed to all this different techniques and just even stuff we're doing today. And I really love it and enjoy it. And so we're excited. I'm so excited to be here with you, Eileen and Jess. So yeah.
Yes. I know. I love the story of your company, that it's a family business, and I kind of connect with that because it's just me. So I get it. I know all the things. So yes. I love working with other companies. So guys that are watching, I hope you will check out their website. You guys are so amazing with your social media and all of your online stuff that it's like, I am a loser, but
Oh no.
We have a really good design team.
Yeah. Well, that and just everything that you do, your lives are great, and I love watching them. So I hope everybody will check you out. So,
I appreciate that.
All right. Well, are you ready? Ready to get going?
Yeah, we've been ready all day.
All right. All right. Good. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to make, because honestly, we haven't talked about that. We're going to see. So if anything happens, if we have any technical issues, that's on me, but hopefully we're going to do it today. So let me turn All right, you guys are going to do your camera, right?
Mhm.
And I am
Yes.
going to do mine, which means I have to put this in front of my face for a minute. I have an idea though. And you guys, you're going to be happy. I've got my ring light out. How's that?
Nice.
Looks good.
Okay. So we have the Field Notes die. It's a big, longer die. So it's this here that you can see. So you need the longer cutting boards that go with it. So we're going to show you how we make kind of like a journal or a traveler type notebook with that.
I'm starting with mat board, and then I was going to do more like an art journal and add a lot of paint.
And then I have this really pretty texture roll from Sizzix, and it's thicker. And what's great about this die is that it can cut through the thicker stuff, including like this chipboard and everything. So you can make almost like your own like album or book. You want to go first?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What are you planning to do, Eileen?
Oh, I remember she said, be quiet for the first.
Oh, because she's still switching over. So.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I'm just gonna cut this out. And there also on this die, there are there's like this specimen card thing, and then this extra label, which you'll see better once I cut it out.
Yeah.
And hopefully you guys can hear us fine. Right.
Is that like perfect length?
Yeah.
Yeah, those mats are nice because they're pre-cut pretty much for you for these type of dies.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's so cool to see how it cuts it, and you don't even need to run it through twice.
Yeah.
You can. But it cuts out. You'll see Jess's. Look how nice it just like pops right out.
Here we go. And then here's the specimen card, and then all these little holes just pop right out.
Those are cute.
And this little
little
label.
Yeah.
And those holes will pop out too. And then we have this, and so this makes up one side of the die.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do the same thing again.
Yeah. So you do have to do it twice. So you do it twice to make the front and back of your like book type cover. Yeah, this texture roll. Someone said the texture roll. Yeah, the texture roll is super pretty. You can see it's like really shiny, and then the inside is kind of like a craft. And it is flexible, but it's quite durable. So I'm excited to cut it out. And you can kind of distress it a little. You can kind of like crunch it up if you wanted to make sort of like a distressy, wrinkly effect. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet or not. We'll see. But yeah, that looks good. Nice. So I'm going to try with the texture roll here.
I love an easy project that feels like it's already done.
It's also cool because you can be like, I made this.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
Eileen.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm trying to get rid of this thing without. Sorry. I knew there would be a technical problem. You guys keep going. I was.
All right.
I have to do this. Wait a minute. Oh, yes.
All right, so I'm just cutting through the texture roll here. It's so pretty.
All right,
It's nice
let's watch you guys for a minute. I'm gonna do that while I'm fixing this.
Okay. So I cut this out twice, and you can see it's already nicely scored.
Yep.
And all that.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to bend it.
Here's my gold. Ooh,
oh yeah.
Pretty
so
scalloped edge.
Emily, you just did a single layer of the texture roll. Is that right? Yeah.
Just one layer. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I think this works out better. I think we can see you. So maybe we'll just take turns. So why don't you guys get your covers done, and then we'll switch over to me, and I'll show you mine. I'm going to be working on it in the meantime. But you can talk us through.
All right. Yep. So, and there's the specimen card,
Oh,
nice
yeah.
and shiny. So I'll probably use that on the inside, and then grab my other sheet here so I can do my backing.
And I'm at the stage where I'm going to glue my what would that be? The back binding part together.
Okay, that's good. So you're using, what kind of glue are you using?
This is Nouveau Deluxe Adhesive.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
really been our go-to glue for a while.
I have not tried that.
Ooh, it comes highly recommended
Nouveau's really nice.
Good.
Yeah.
by all of us here.
Yeah.
At the Cherry on
Oh,
Top.
good to know. All right. The pros
It
have
also
said it.
dries clear for like card making and whatnot. So
Yeah,
super
that is nice.
for that. All right. So here's my back side. So it's the same, but it still has, you can see very faintly the score lines on here. You can see a little better on the back.
Yep.
So I'll do the same process that Jess is doing and glue them together to make my binding for my book.
There that is.
It's so cool. It's so easy, and it's only two cuts. But could you cut, Eileen, you were saying, can you do 2 layers of the texture roll? Or?
Yeah, well, you can either back them up if you put like double-sided adhesive between them. You could have the inside, either different color. Or I put mine on the mat board and cut it. So it is your outer. So it's pretty thick, but it works.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. How about if I go up here for a minute and let me just show you what I'm doing quick. Okay, so I have taken some Easy Cut adhesive. I put that on both sides of this mixed media board, which is a different thing than you guys are using. You're using a mat board. I've got mixed media board. It's just a tiny bit thinner. And I'm doing that because I'm going to cover mine with some fabric that my sister gave me. I thought it was really kind of cool, like a linen-y material. So I'm going to cover that. And so here's how I did it. I have my double-sided adhesive over here. I'm doing it on each side. So I'm just going to take that release paper and put it on. I'm sorry my lighting is weird. I took down my other lights, so now
that's cool though.
I don't have the option, but I hope you can see me. And then I did have one more little piece, but I don't know where I put it. But okay, so now I'm going to take my fabric and I'm going to just kind of flip it over. I'm going to do both sides with fabric. So, and I can't wait to see what you guys are doing. Wait a minute. I do this every time. I don't use my die pick, but it works really well. And then I like to save these papers because I use them for inking and other stuff. So I'm going to take my fabric and lay it out. And the nice thing is, even if there are some wrinkles in it, they're going to come out when you can like reposition them. So I'm going to lay that down on there. And if we had any, I could just, lift this up and fix it, but I don't have any. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn this over and take this off. So it's really easy. Whatever it is you want to cover your mat board with, you can, and it will still cut, which I think is just very cool.
That's awesome.
Whatever you want. You can put metal on there. That's the thing about the steel rule dies. You can cut so many things. So now I'm just going to...
Have you cut metal?
Yes. Well, I cut aluminum metal that I put on top of here with that heavy duty adhesive, and it cuts great.
It does. Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, the steel rule. I mean, I like the thinlets, but they just don't use much material. Okay. So let me just do this, and I'll show you how it cuts. All right, I've got my big cut here. I have my extended cutting thread. I just want to make sure that I'm covering it doesn't matter which side because they both have fabric on them. So now I'm just gonna cut this, and I think I will run it through twice because this is pretty thick. But there it goes. Hi,
Wow.
More. Hi,
Looks great.
Kat. Hi, Flora. Vicki. Oh, you have a lot of people here. This is great. All right. Wait, I might have to lift this up and let me see how it. Yeah, better. I'm just going to roll it through one more time, just to make sure. This is a lot of fabric on here. All right. You gotta love the Big Shot. All right, now I have to do this twice, so I'm going to switch over to you guys. All right, let's take a look here. Now, when you cut fabric, you may have a couple little fibers, but that's okay. Just get your scissors and snip them off. And in fact, on here, what I was thinking about doing is kind of peeling away some of these fibers anyway to make them make it kind of, vintagey looking. So look at this. Isn't that so cute?
Super
right.
cute. Love the fabric.
Yeah. So you can see if you cut it with like a, quilting, a lighter weight, it would work even better. But I like this, even though I think I ran it over and that's all right. It looks good. All right. So I'm going to switch over to you guys so I can see what's happening over there.
All right.
Ooh, painting.
Yeah, I grabbed out just some acrylic paints, and I love working with blues. So I just have different shades of blues and just kind of throwing them on here and there.
Nice.
I'm gonna use, Eileen, your the envelope folder and flowers die.
Oh yeah.
So this one's really cool because it has like the mini folder and mini envelope. So I'm going to cut out a couple of these just while I have the Big Shot out.
Yeah, good idea.
I know someone in the comments was asking about our giveaway.
Yes.
Because, we did mention it a little bit. I can show. So what one person will get in the giveaway is... Let's see. Where do you have the box? I thought we did. Is it on your other side?
Maybe.
Well, here I have it.
It's the actual die. Yeah.
This that we're using is in the giveaway along with this. Both the things that we're using today. And then we were going to ask a question that you add in the chat. So I think we're going to wait to ask the question towards the end of the chat. Yeah. Is that how we're doing it?
A little bit later.
And then I also wanted to talk about, we have an Eileen Hull challenge on our project gallery that's going to be going on throughout the month. Well, I think it ends August 10th.
Yeah.
And all that you have to do to submit to win is use any of her products and submit it to our project gallery.
And that's all linked in our blog post.
That's easy.
So you can see that.
And there are 3 different prizes.
There's the treat box, which is really cool.
Yeah,
super big.
Treat box
with the mat boards, which are the ones
that's what I'm using,
which Jess is using, and that's the first place prize.
Wow,
super nice. And then the second place one is the same thing. The mat board, but with the
So that's second place prize.
And then the third one is the envelope dies that I'm using. And the key and brush, the embossing folder.
That's a cool,
really pretty.
Folder.
Yeah, we grabbed it.
I might try to use that today.
Yeah. It's right behind us here. And here's this cute little envelope.
Okay, so there's third place prize.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so three,
three chances to win.
four really, but yeah. Three throughout the
Three
month.
throughout the month
Yeah.
with the challenge.
So in this cute little envelope, these are the cutest because you can just put it together and then stick little cute little like flowers or whatever you make, and like even like a little tag or a little photo if you wanted to. I'm just letting mine dry because I did glue it together, but I just wanted to make sure this dried before I tried folding it, just because it is that different material. So I just want to make sure it's completely dry. So I'm just going to work on some more die cutting here.
Nice. Looking good. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
I can hear you.
Just one
I love Jess and I both really like flowers. So this die cut has the cute little flower in there. There's a couple of them, so I'm gonna cut out some of those. Do you have anything, Eileen, that's like your favorite thing to design with, or?
Well, I do love flowers, but actually I am a crafter myself. So when I design, I want to make sure that I can use my dies 3 ways. So usually each die has 3 ways you can use it. So, you know, if you wanted to make a card out of it, like you could cut this die because it's 5 inches wide. You could, you know, trim it at one end or put the fold at the end and roll it through, and you'd have a card base, or, you know, just, I don't know. It's fun to think of different ways because dies are expensive, and you know, I get it. People want to have all the uses for it. So
yeah, absolutely.
I like that too. So that's kind of my thought. But I love flowers, and I had a whole bunch of them like a couple of years ago, but then it's like, you know, then you get into a different trend, and you know, but I had a sunflower not too long ago, but I always like to have a flower somewhere because they're so fun to decorate with, you know?
Yeah, they really are. Yeah.
You know, I'm really having a lot more fun watching you guys. I mean, I'm making it, but my heart is not in it. I watch you guys. Because you have 2 things going on at one time.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody's saying that they love a cherry on top. That's Tammy Davis. And
thanks, guys.
all right, they're always, I'm not sure what this one's. The envelope die. That's Laura. Hi, Laura. Thank you. I like that one too. Someone linked the blog. Okay, Karina, can you link to the blog so they know where to go? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, like if you go to our blog, it would be, because I posted it yesterday, so it'd be the second one down.
Okay, so if they go to a cherry on top, is there like gallery?
And then you go to inspiration.
Oh, okay.
And then the cherry blog. And
Okay.
then it'll be the second post on the cherry blog.
Okay.
If the gallery's in there too. For you to be
All right. Maybe
we also have the link to that blog post on our Facebook post. It's in our Instagram stories. If you're watching from our YouTube, it's there.
You guys are good.
I'm just going to put the big shot down real quick. I think I'm going to start working on, I think what I wanted to do, I have this, the sunflower art collection from Stamperia, which is really pretty and bright flower type colors. And it also has some browns in here, which I felt like went with my gold, and just obviously the sunflower theme. So I think what I wanted to do was put some of the rice paper on the inside of this, just to give it the inside a pretty, so different. And I like doing, I'm a big fan of like patterned paper and just different textures, different colors. So I'm okay that it's all going to be kind of different. Like I don't have one, these are all just like little, the smaller sheets of the rice paper. I'm just going to kind of mix and match them on here. Some Mod Podge.
Are you guys into like junk journaling? Have you done much of that or any?
Yeah. That's kind of the feel I'm going with mine right now.
I think we're all on that.
I have a stencil here that I'm using. I don't know who made this stencil. I've got a few stencils that we just keep in our stash that I just use all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really not trying to keep this too clean or anything.
Yeah.
It's more fun when you're doing
just going for it.
I think so too.
Type stuff. I like it because there's no rules. You know, you can just kind of experiment with whatever products you're using.
Yep, I get it. I just wanted to show, if I can take a minute here. I just wanted to show how I like to kind of, when I get a new die, what I do with it. This is what it looks like. If we were to be using like a directional paper, because the way that we put this together is we turn one of them. So like we take the spines and we rotate them. If we did them both the same, one would be upside down and one would be right. So what I do is I write on my die front and back. So I know when I look at it that my words are going to be going across this way. And then when I turn it and go out that way. And the other thing that I do is I take a little bit of fun foam with adhesive sheets or adhesive on the back, and I cover my holes or any place that has like a tight corner where the mat board might stick, because it's so thick and it likes to pack down the rubber, the foam. So I just add little extra pieces here. It kind of helps them pop out. And the one last thing I like to do is I will take a lint roller, like you saw that I just cut fabric. So if you get something on here, if you cut like some weird thing, like, fuzzy fabric or something, you can just clean it up with a lint roller. So
that's smart.
Well,
I've that trick.
Made a lot of mistakes. So here is mine, and I think they came out really pretty. And
it's super pretty.
So like Jess and Emily said, you can, make one like this thick. You just bend it over here and here. But if you wanted to make a skinny one, you could just trim off these tabs or one tab and make a 2-hole, or, a 2-spine thickness. Also, if you wanted to make it thicker, you could either overlap 2 or 1, and then you'd have a real wide book. So that's the depth of your book. So say you start out, it looks like you may not have that much in there, and you need to change your mind. You can adapt it and go thicker if you want, because you don't always want to make like a marathon book. You might just want a skinny little book that goes quickly. So anyway, those are my tips. And now I want to go back to you.
I love that idea of making it thicker. That's super smart.
I'm using an acrylic paint pen and just adding some splatter on it. So like I just hold down the nib of the pen to get the ink really going and then splattering with it.
And I'm just applying my rice paper. And because the rice paper is so thin, I'm just going to end up trimming the sides, and it won't be, I could probably even tear it, I'm thinking, and it would probably end up fine as far as the edges. But again, I'm okay with it not being completely perfect. I don't mind when there's a little bit of distressed edges and stuff like that. I think it adds a little bit of character.
This is the fun thing. We don't need extra
stuff. Exactly, yeah.
And I'm going to put this to the side. Oh, I dipped it in some paint. That's okay. I'm going to put this to the side and start making my pages next.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun. Is that dry? You're just going to let that dry for a little bit?
It's It's not super wet. The paint drips are kind of wet.
That's cool, Jess. I like
Yeah,
that.
that is.
But yeah, and then I'll probably add more layers on it and do some more with the cover.
Yeah.
But
Sounds
I'd like
good.
to start working on the pages so I can start to get a better feel of what it's all going to look like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you have a plan, like when you start, or do you just kind of let it develop as you go? Or
Usually I try to just let it develop.
Yeah.
Mhm.
After making a lot, because I like making books. I make a lot of books.
Yeah.
And I've kind of found I like to keep with a certain theme of the book or like color
Yeah.
scheme.
Yeah.
I have a lot of blue books.
Well, I wouldn't
But-
fight about that. That's a good color.
Yeah. And then I grabbed this these Sizzix papers, and it has 3 different colors, the black, ivory, and white. So I was planning on making a little like notebook insert for each of my 3 holes
Nice.
in a different color.
Yeah. That sounds good.
And I'm just still just Mod Podging on the insides here. And I actually cut my pages before just so they'd be done. And I have all kinds of different colors that kind of match the collection. So I can move mine up a little so you can see that. So just different, totally different patterns.
Do we have the trimmer?
Yes. And right there.
That's your 2. We're always losing things
Yeah.
around here.
Oh, here's
Yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's fine.
Totally get it.
All right. But yeah, I get inspired too by different, either if I have like, we talked about last time on our live, like if you have an event, you're really excited to scrapbook, like that's always good inspiration, or just like a collection that kind of speaks to you. Or like you said, you had that fabric from your sister. I really like this collection with the sunflowers. It kind of reminds me of my mom.
Aw.
So I just, I don't know, I just like it. So,
Yeah.
and, yeah, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to put in here yet, but I just like the country feel of it. We kind of live in the country here. So, it just kind of plays on the vibe
Yeah.
of where I live.
That's good. That's nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have one more tip I wanted to share. So I'll wait and see what you're doing. Much excitement, but let me go over here and okay, so I decided that now that I have my cover made, and one little tip about this has a little bit of dirt here, but I was planning on covering this. I was thinking about stenciling it, and then I changed my mind, and I decided I'm going to use this guy here. It's called Snail Mail, and what it does is it cuts out these little like faux postage stamps, and I think they're really pretty. So I did want to do them, but I think I'm going to layer them here on the front as like kind of a background, because I love this paper. This is 49th and Market paper.
Yeah, that's super pretty.
I'm going to cut another one, but what I wanted to show you was a tip for making it so that you don't have to punch all those little holes out. So my secret is I'm using the Chrome Precision base plate and also a piece of deli paper. So I'm just going to lay my die on here, and also if you can kind of tilt it a little bit to oh no, where's my cutting pad? Like you said about losing stuff.
Yeah.
Here in front of me. So, and then I use my stylus to kind of poke them out. And I do run this through twice because it's got all of these little holes, which you're going to find all over the place, but it's worth it because it's so cute. So So what you get is this, and you get the bonus of having this piece of jelly paper, which is fun to stamp on. You know, you could do words and lay that on top of each other like that, and just, you know, it kind of mutes your paper a little bit. But the trick is to take a stylus and just kind of run that down here and see how they all pop out. Because otherwise you'd be poking it, and oh, that just drives me crazy. I had to find a workaround for that, because I would just go insane poking all this.
Yeah.
So this one worked really pretty well. So the fun thing about this is, let me just get this cleaned up a minute, and I'll show you how. I might have to trim this a little bit, but what I'm thinking is I'm going to separate my stamps. So you can just take them and tear them down, and I'm going to leave it like this because it's kind of a little puzzle. And I'm going to separate these and have a little space in between them. So it's really fun. And I'm just going to kind of space them out on my cover here like that. So they're just a little bit further apart than on the die. But I think that's really pretty. So I'm going to glue that down, and I am going to put the camera back on you guys. All right.
Alrighty.
All right.
I love that postage die.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I
fun.
know. I was
That's
looking
a
at that. I was like,
pretty
I
one.
need to go grab that
Yeah.
one.
So people in the comments were saying too, were like, that's a nice die.
Well, thank you. There's two of them. One is called Snail Mail. That was the first one. And then there's another one out called Mini Slimline. So this is also fits an A2 card. And there's another piece to it. It also cuts a mat that can go underneath. So it's, yeah, it's a kind of multi-purpose. Again, like has 3 uses. So.
Right. I just finished cutting down all of my insert pages. This, well, so it worked out that I just folded my page in half and then cut it in half the other direction.
Okay.
And Eileen, how many pages do you typically put like in one signature going in?
Yeah, it depends on like the thickness of the paper, you know, what I'm going for, how many I want to fit. Like sometimes I'll have like, you know, maybe you're making a recipe book or like a Christmas journal. You want one for like, you know, recipes, one for photos, and one for a shopping list. So then I kind of just, you know, measure according to what I want to put in there. So, but I probably like maybe, I don't know, 16 pages. But if I was going to do like a calendar or something, I'd want to fit 31 or 32. So I could fit all my, you know, pages. So it just kind of depends. And also the thickness of the paper.
Yeah, I cut out 8 of each of these colors.
Oh, nice.
And I think
yeah,
that might be a lot, but we'll see.
Yeah, see what happens. I mean, it's cardstock, so it's a little.
Yeah. Yeah. And this ivory was super thick. Like it's even thicker than the black. It's nice.
Well, that is.
I love using thick paper.
Yeah, me too. It feels rich.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is coming out nice. I'm liking this. Oh, that rice paper is so pretty.
I have mine. Is there a way to...
Yeah. Here.
Well,
Emily's earbud is dying, I guess.
No.
So
Hold
you
on.
could put on yours and do it through your phone.
Okay. I'll do that.
And then just plug that one in that. And then that should be, then it can charge a little bit.
Well, here's my, I can't hear you guys, but here's my, the inside.
So,
and I just kind of fussy cut around the edge, and I was okay with it not being too perfect. And I just left out the middle, but I wanted the inside to have something as far as decorating. goes. And then I'll work on my pages. But I'm gonna go over and grab my earbud.
So pretty.
I'm just trying to dry my ink dots a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
And I like with these that you can kind of decide, like after you paint it, which side you want to be the front.
Yeah, that's nice. Because you never know.
Yeah. And then what do you usually use to strap them in? Like I grabbed this elastic cord.
Yeah, I like to use elastic. Yeah, I like that because then you can do it like a traveler's notebook style. So if you want to take the books out again, you know, like if you use one up or something, you can put a new one in, or you change your mind, or I like the options. Yeah, wait until you see how I'm going to do my notebook. I don't know if it's going to work, but I had
that always ends up really fun. I feel like when you're just like, I don't know about this, but we're gonna go with it.
Not always, but we'll see.
I've definitely been on live where I'm just working on this project, and just the whole live, I'm like, this is nasty.
Good.
This is not a good project.
Oh yeah.
And then after the live, I'll just completely tear it up or paint over it, and then I'm like, I just need to do something else here.
Well, that is a hard thing to know when to give up. I don't usually do that. I'm just, because it's like if I put all the time into it, I just don't want to give up on it, you know? But sometimes you do just have to. All right, let me show you what I'm up to here. Oops, wait a minute. Oh, why do I keep showing you that bad thing? Okay, this came out pretty cool. I like that, but I think it needs more. But this piece here, I think I'm gonna have to trim it off, which, you know, likes to bring it up to there, which I will do. But I want to show you what I was gonna do for the inside, which was, I found this little composition book at Walmart, like when school started like 5 years ago. And I have a whole bunch of them. I never had a plan for it, but I was thinking that I will for this one. I'm going to take the cover off. So it has the stitch binding, which is nice. And it just has like plain paper, you know, loose leaf paper, but this is thin, but it's easy to collage over it. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm probably not going to get to it today, but that is my plan. So I'm just taking this out, and those I'm going to have to, I could get rid of these covers, but I kind of like that they fit exactly. So I might just cover these with paper. I don't know yet. I wasn't sure how far we get, so I didn't really have a full plan there. But what I want to do here is, this is a lot of paper, so I don't need all of that. I'm going to split this into 2 little groups here. And so I'll have 2 insert books to put inside. I did trim my spine down to 2. So that way I am going to make punch holes that will fit inside here and just tie them on the outside. I might use elastic, but I'm not sure. So that is what I'm doing at the moment. All right. Oh, yours is coming along. Look at that.
Look at that. Looks great, Jess.
Yeah. I think I might take out a couple pages in each of these.
Yeah.
Because these are thick pages.
Okay.
But I figured I'd just add them in first.
Yeah.
And see how that is what's nice about doing like the traveler's notebook style. And I didn't like sew these together or anything like that. So I can just easily pull out a page.
Right. I like that. That is a good feature.
All right. I'm back now. I can hear.
Good. Yay.
I have some yellows and tan paper and some blues and greens. I wasn't planning on using all of them, so I just kind of wanted to mix and match and see what I like here. Looks good.
Actually, I like it. I like it
Yeah.
chunky.
Yeah,
It is nice.
very
Oh,
nice.
and you got the 3 different
Yeah,
colors
and then
all
I have
together.
3 different colors. I have 8 pages of each. Well, actually 16 because
Yeah, yeah, both
I
sides.
folded them in half. So
Yeah.
that's a lot of pages
That
that fit
is.
in there.
That's good.
All right. I think I'm going to put my like blues together. So blue, light blue, dark blue. And then I have greens and then the yellow with this kind of, it's like a sparkly beige type. I felt like that goes good with this collection. And then this does some elastic. Yeah, this is super nice because you don't need any like special tools really to create it. You can just bind it with some elastic
or ribbon or twine or
or if you don't do all of the bookmaking stuff, like you can make a book.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, so easy. Yeah. I mean, all the holes are punched. Everything is done for you. You know. What's so? You just decide the fun part. You know what?
Yeah, I wanted to add some something else on my cover. These are transparencies from Dina Wakely, and I really like faces.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add that on somewhere.
So you just to do the pages. I'm going to show you guys, but also I'm asking. So you put it through the hole, right? And then I have my pages here. And then you go like around it like that?
Well, you could do it like that. I put my ties on the inside.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
you do on the outside as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The other thing, let me just show you.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Well, sometimes what I do is I take my crocodile and I take the wide side, and mine is drying right now because I only did the 2 spines. So I clip them together and I use my art glitter glue to adhere them. So that's pretty dry. I also added my other little faux stamps here. So I think that's it looks kind of like a mosaic, you know, and I like how it's little gaps there. But what I do, if you were going to do it, like if you wanted to loop your elastic around the spine, actually you could use like a hair tie thing. And so what I do is I take it, and I would do it before I put the spines together. But if you do like a little half moon notch in here and one here, you can just put your elastic here and it will settle in that little notch. You know what I mean?
That's a cool idea. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, these are from Dollar Tree. My favorite.
Or what else would be cool? It's like if you did a second hole like closer to the top and you could kind of weave in and out.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah, that'd be really pretty. You could just easily punch more holes. Yeah.
Ooh, I might do that.
Yeah. Somebody was asking how I would punch holes for this. So what I would do is I would make a guide, and I have this little foam. It's like a flower. It's like the extra thick foam. I'm trying to get it here. And so I would take this, and I made like a little guide. I went along my spine here and just measured up, you know, the holes, and I punched a little hole with my pokey tool like that in the middle. So I know where my holes should match up. And then you would take this here, go to the middle, and put this inside. Now this is a little bit bigger, so I want to center that in there. And then I would use my little clips again you could use paper clips or whatever you wanted to kind of keep this together. So I do one over here and one over here just to keep them where they're supposed to be. And if you guys like making books, come on over to my Facebook group. We do 2 Facebook Lives a week, and you can see how this goes. It's hard to do everything in one, you know.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And also, you guys are going faster than I thought.
Oh.
I'm not quite up to speed, but I would take some twine with a needle, and then, you would just basically stitch this through this hole, take these off. And then you're going to have this hole and that hole. You would just stitch them in, and you could tie them on the outside or the inside. That was my plan. The clips are from the Dollar Tree. That's right, Amy. And hi, Mitziana. She's coming through from Italy, I think, or somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah, she's on a trip. Yeah. So let's see what you guys are up to. Well, that's looking good.
I'm just finishing up my binding here. I'm just tying it on the side and just using the I'm blanking on the name of this. The
tissue paper?
Stretchy.
Oh, the elastic.
The elastic?
The elastic, yeah. So I have a couple pages in here.
Ready.
Some greens.
Oh, they go
and
nicely.
blues. Yeah. And then I wanted to make sure I did my yellow on the front because I really like the yellow and it just goes with the sunflower theme. Yeah.
Bo is saying she wishes she could craft as fast as you all. Bo, I am not fast.
For me, it's like this part. I feel like I could spend. I don't know about you, but we could spend hours like decorating this.
Yeah.
So once this part's done, it's like I'm gonna do the front and then the inside and then every page, So
yeah, well, we could.
Yeah.
We could.
I do feel like I'm like a really excited crafter.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's keep it going.
Yeah,
let's go. Come on.
Well, yeah.
Next part. I'm ready.
I know. I feel like that too, but then I have another live like 2 days later, and then I'm like, how am I gonna keep up with this?
Yeah. That's a lot.
Well,
You see, we do live once a week on Fridays.
That's good.
And yeah, it is always fun. And then it's like,
fun.
I don't feel like it's too much with the once. Well, this might because our live is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
so maybe we'll be feeling
that's a lot.
Tired after
craft
that.
fatigue.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you don't craft, that's when you get stressed because you need to. You need to get it out,
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's what I like it for. It helps with my anxiety and I just love it.
Yeah, I definitely feel it if I haven't crafted or done any artsy things for a couple days. I'm like,
dragging.
Yeah. Right now I'm adding collage paper. And what is this? I'm using some gel medium to stick it down. And I like using this because the paper, it kind of dissolves once you use the gel medium. So it just looks like line drawings on here.
I love that. In fact, I was thinking of doing some napkin decoupage, which is kind of similar. That is so relaxing. I could just do that every minute.
I've seen people do that on furniture, and it's so pretty. They take like floral napkins, and then they put it on wood, and it's just so super pretty.
Yeah.
So I might decorate the front of mine here. I don't know. I like the inside, the different colors. I definitely want to add some of these cute dies, little envelopes and stuff. Yeah. So I might try to do a little bit of that.
Where is that die? Oh, it's right here.
There it is. Oh, I have
Amy is asking, do you use
what was that?
No, this is gel medium, or you could use collage medium, or like a transparent Mod Podge, or so it's not like regular glue.
No, not regular.
It's not like as sticky as regular glue, and it more. Yeah, it kind of dissolves the paper. It dissolves
the paper. It's really
cool. Like you can't really see the paper that I cut out around it.
I love that. Yeah.
It's I use it a lot in my junk journaling or like really mixed media heavy projects.
Yeah.
Because it gives you those layers without the extra thickness.
Yeah. I like that it kind of blends the fibers into the other, so you can't see the edges. A ghost is asking, which machine will this big die fit in? This is fits in the Big Shot, regular standard Big Shot, and that's what I used. Is that what you guys used? Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You just need the long plates, the longer ones, and then it works beautifully. Cuts like a dream.
It does. All
I'm
right.
Oh, go ahead, Eileen.
Well, I was just going to come over for a minute and show you how I'm cutting my little notebook, because this is a little bit long. You know, it goes over here. So I often use my plates as like a ruler. I like them because they're thick. So when I go over this with my, craft knife, it has a nice sturdy edge that I can just use as a guide. So I took the cover off and I'm just slowly taking my blade, and this has a fresh blade in it. You want to make sure, and just hold on either end, and then just trim this down. And this is half of it. And then you'll feel all these little pieces just fade away. And then you have this cute little notebook that you can switch into. Just make sure it fits. Just, yeah, look at that. So I just wanted to show that's how I did that. Let's see what you guys are doing.
What do you usually do with this type of book? Like, would you use it art journal or scrapbook or?
Well, you know, this one is interesting because I usually do the portrait size, like a traveler's notebook where, it's thinner than it is wide. This one is my first kind of landscape one. So what I was picturing was, because it will fit a 5x7, I thought, you could do even a 5x7 photo on here, or, you might have to trim it down a little because I have, the limits of the die. I can't get them too big. So I was picturing that, and then the little cards, those little specimen cards, I was picturing kind of a botanical feel to it. And so I was thinking to put little, like, if you went on a nature walk, or just little specimen things that could be anything really, like the little paper dolls or whatever it is that you collect. And so I did want to make like a little specimen card out of mine. So maybe I'll get that and show you how I was going to do that, because this part comes with the die. And I actually used some die packaging to make it. So let me get my pieces here and I'll come back. But yeah, it could be anything. And that's the beauty, again, of these dies. Like, depending on the paper that you use or what you want it to be, it can be anything,
I really like the specimen card part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cute. I'll show you one that I did. I also have samples from my team, but I didn't know how much time we would have. I mean, that would take another, whatever. You should go watch the video. It just takes a long time. We have some really good samples. But the other thing is, let me just come over for a minute here. This is one that I did that I used the transparency from my packaging of the die. And so this is just a little piece of nice heavy plastic. And I took this one I didn't back, but you could, put one piece of this on the front, one on the back. And that's how they used to do when they would find beetles or, that's kind of thing.
Yeah.
I like to think about leaves and pressed flowers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think this goes nicely. And this one I cut out of paper. So you can cut it out of mat board, but you don't have to. So if you wanted to cut it out of paper, you could just stack them up and cut probably 3 or 4 at a time and do that. So I just took this, and here's the one that I cut. And I did overcut a little bit here. And I also have rubber from the die hanging around. And if I wanted, I could like stencil on this, or I kind of like the idea of having like a little trap door. So I could add some adhesive back here, like a piece of tape, and hinge it and have the secret little thing underneath. So if you wanted to put that on a card, but I would just cut a little piece and tape that or glue that. I probably glue it on the back. And then you can put your little, whatever it is that you want to put underneath, and then put another one on the other side, and that'll trap it in there. And, you can tie it in the book. You can put it on the cover. I mean, these things are just so cute. I also think they'd be a cute little shaker, if you did some.
I was thinking that too. Yeah, it's a cute idea.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what you guys are. Oh, she's heating it up.
Yep. I did some stenciling on here to go just for another layer, so it's subtle.
It's pretty.
I've got like leaves coming out.
Yeah.
I added a little bit of paper onto the front of mine, so I just ripped it in half, and then
pretty.
I actually used cherry tape instead of like a glue, and that stuck really well. So
what is cherry tape?
Cherry tape is our branded just double-sided adhesive tape. We have a bunch of different sizes, and we also have foam. And it's just a really sticky, it's a nice double-sided.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want to fuss with getting glue all over my pretty shiny gold here. So I'm just going to try to maybe do some stenciling now on here, or add some more color. We'll see. I do want to build out my front a little more.
And I don't know. I think I want to jump to using some of this, the specimen cards.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I wanted to grab one.
All right.
I might go grab some acetate.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Why not?
I just put it back. So I'll be right back.
Okay. I am wiping off my glue because I put it too close to the edge, so don't do that. Flobbed over. I had to wipe it off. And it never comes back as clean as it was. How annoying.
Yeah.
Index. Maybe if I use the paper towel. Let's see. You guys are fast, I gotta say. You're making me speed.
Oh. I can slow down.
No, I want to see.
I think I'm going to line this with some flowers here.
Yeah.
So I did put a little bit of ink on here, a little bit of some distress oxide to give it a little dimension. Let me find my...
And I grabbed some of the 49 and Market collections. I've been hoarding a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But because I knew they had like the cutouts, the laser cuts, and I want to put a laser cut in my specimen card.
Oh, cute. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I could put a little sunflower in mine. Since mine's sunflower, I have this cute little...
Oh, that'd be cute with a little leaf or something.
That's the problem with cutting your dies out, is that I'm now missing pieces. I'm like, where's the center of my flower? I know I cut it out.
I know. One thing that I started doing, I haven't done it with this because I just opened this one, but I put them out on my piece of magnet, and then I trace around it. So then I know where everything goes and if I'm missing something.
Yeah, smart. Yes.
I have some done like that, but I have to get to that.
I love the magnetic sheets for the die cuts. Yeah, that works beautifully.
Yeah.
I just noticed like I have this pretty sky here, so I might put that on the front. Would that be cool? So I'm gonna rip that and do like a kind of like a scene here. I just really like this. Was like kind of quilted pattern.
Yes, it does.
Like old fashioned, reminded me of, I don't know.
Yeah, you could use that as a pocket too on the front.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay, let's see here.
All right.
Got a lot of possibilities in here.
Yeah.
So I'll just start taking them out.
Oh, pretty. Are those like transparent? Kind of.
These are laser cuts.
Yeah, those are just the
Oh,
regular
okay.
laser
And
cuts.
so I was thinking that they would look nice
They would.
in here because they don't have like the white
Right.
outline that
Yeah.
typical ephemera
Yeah,
has.
around the edges.
Yeah. And I know I already have a lot of them popped out. Oh, or like a butterfly.
Oh,
There's
that'd be
some
pretty.
butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, your desk is looking like mine.
It's getting messier and messier.
Yep. Well, the more things you have, it's like, well, if I could use that, I already have it.
Yeah,
That's the beauty of this junk journal thing. You just put what you have.
exactly.
It
Yep.
gives you a very good feeling that you're accomplishing using up stuff you have, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that's so hard too with us crafters because collections are coming out like so quick, and it's always, like we're already looking at Christmas stuff and everything.
No.
It's hard because I'm like, oh, I just found a whole collection kit of Christmas stuff that I bought last year and then I never even used.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, I'm gonna use that before
I know.
buy any more Christmas stuff.
Well, it's hard to use it all. So at least we're,
Yeah.
we're going towards that goal of using stuff up.
Absolutely. Okay.
But then the new stuff is so pretty.
Yeah.
And a lot
That's
of
what
them,
makes it so hard.
I know.
I know.
It is.
and the colors, like a lot of times they coordinate. So then if you could use them together,
Yes.
that's good.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's something that's nice with like the dyes
Mm-hmm.
because you can always
them
like
and
I don't think
over.
dyes really go out of
They
style.
don't.
Right.
And they like last forever.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
absolutely.
Just whatever.
So, like it's a little bit more of an investment than like your typical
Yeah.
like ephemera
Yeah.
pack
But really,
or whatever. But yeah,
You
they
can keep it forever.
Mhm.
So.
Right. That's the other thing. Like when I design, I would rather have like a generic space or like a box or a book or something where you add your art to it instead of making it in a shape, which kind of limits what it is. You know what I mean? Like a little
Mhm.
teapot or a baby shoe or something like that. That's always what it'll be. I mean, you could do it,
Yeah.
messing around with that, but I like just, I make a certain size and then you work within that however you like. And it's just
Mhm.
kind of a challenge. Oh, look at that. Bo says, I photocopy my dies. That's a cool idea. And tape the copy to my magnet and then put the dies on top to store them. Then I know if one is missing.
Oh,
Good.
That's a good idea.
And Flora knows what we're talking about. The struggle is real. And Marciel says, if your space is not messy, are you really crafting? No.
yeah. No.
You're keeping your room
Exactly.
clean. That's
Yeah.
the point. I have a friend. She will not leave her house to go. Like when we would go to Creativation and stuff, she will not leave her house if her room is not clean. And it's like,
Really?
oh, that's, yeah. Oh, and
See, for me, that's true. Like with the rest of the house, but the craft
Yeah.
areas,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
yeah. Those and really, I'll use the same stuff for a while.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So it's
You gotta
just
keep it out.
it's taking more time
yeah. To clean
away
it
from
up
the
and get it
crafting
out.
time. Yeah.
I agree. I like the way you think.
We also talk about if we put it away, we forget about it.
Yeah.
You don't
Right.
want to forget
You
about
never
all this good
finish it.
stuff you have.
That's no good. But if so,
So
messy, there's nowhere to craft. That's true, Karen. Yeah. Gotta have room.
I cut out some acetate.
Oh,
Um, So we have like our own cherry tape. I'm pretty sure it's just called cherry acetate.
Mhm.
And then I'm using some cherry tape to stick on the acetate.
Nice. Oh, that's perfect.
So there's
Oh,
that.
All right.
And then I can put my things.
Oh, cute.
there.
Oh, that's really cute. Oh,
Super
that,
cute.
yeah, that throws it off.
I like that.
All right.
Nice.
Carasita
Got some
needs her
more.
room to be organized so she can find things. That's true. All right.
Every once in a while, you need to go through and
Yeah.
do a good organize.
Well, that's true.
But yeah. That's not the fun part of crafting.
No,
Yeah.
So we just don't do it as often.
Yeah.
yeah, there's always more stuff to make in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I need to find my needle because I need to stitch these in. So I'm just going to leave you there for a minute.
Someone asked, what is the size? No, what size is the space between the spine holes? Let's see. I've got my ruler, and it's 2.5 inches.
Huh. Okay.
2.5 inches from there to there.
In between them.
All right. I am going to go ahead and stitch mine in. So let me just get over here for a minute. And I found my thread. This is like a ball of twine. I don't know where I got it, but it's going to last forever. And I have a nice thick, needle here. And so I'm just going to take my needle and thread. I did poke holes in here that match up. So I'm just going to find that hole. And let's see, maybe I want to go, I think I want to tie mine inside book. So I'm going to go from the back. And feed this through. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty. But somebody was saying you could put beads on here. I think that would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Like they'll do that a lot with mini albums.
Yeah.
And they look super cute to just have.
Yeah, or charms.
String of charms and the beads.
Yeah.
The,
because again, we have them.
Yep. Let's use them up.
Yep. Okay, do a double knot here.
I don't like that yet. I can't decide what way I want my butterfly. In the meantime, I'm just making my acetate very gluey.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I did that too. I over, over glued. All right, well, there's my one insert book. So I'm going to do the same thing in my other one. That's kind of taking up space, so maybe I wouldn't do a bow. But anyway, all right, let's go see yours. I'm just going to stitch my other one in.
Come off, but that's okay.
Oh, whoa. It's okay. It's, we've been going at this for an hour and 15 minutes. What do you guys want to do? Are you good?
Yeah.
I'm good too.
Yeah, and we always post all of our finished projects like on our project gallery, and we share them on Facebook and all that. So, because we have a whole little book here.
Yeah, I know. This is making me want to finish mine. All right. So what did we decide about the giveaway?
We need to think of a question to ask.
Why don't we have the people send us possible questions since we're so busy crafting?
Yeah.
What would you want to answer?
What would
What-
you like to answer?
Pick me. All right, Lorraine, you have to come up with a question because we have to ask you something so we know, you know, an answer. Just, I don't know. We need a question. Somebody help us out. That was a quick
somebody,
answer.
how many inches between the holes? Just
I know, I
answer
saw
that
it.
question.
Already answered.
That's a good one. That's a,
Already answered. Okay. If you
yeah.
don't want to see the knotted string on the inside, I use an envelope on the inside. Pages, tie your knot down, glue the envelope. Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, I don't see any questions. What's your new favorite Christmas in July collection?
Oh,
Wait, what are you using your journals and books for? Let's do that one.
okay.
That's a good
Okay,
one.
sure.
And Karen has a question too. Well, we could. All right, let's hear. Did you choose your paper before starting a project? Do these dies work with Big Shot Fold Away? Yes, they would. The fold away has a little more pressure, but it will work fine.
I liked the question, what would you do with this book?
Yeah,
Because we are giving away the die for making
to
it.
make the book. Yeah.
Okay, so let's ask the people. So answer in the chat here. Where did that go? What would I already forgot. Wait, let me scroll up here. Where did it go? What are you using your journals or books for? Okay. All right. Wait, that's the wrong one. This one. Okay, so everybody put that in the chat, and then we will have a winner after the live, and we will let you know. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
I'll pick
people are
the winner. Yeah, just right after our live. So
Oh,
yeah, just make sure you get it going.
look at this.
That's my husband.
Oh,
Hey,
Thanks,
what
Mike.
a guy. Good one, Mike. You got
Hopefully
points.
I win.
Oh, he's very
wouldn't that
good.
be great?
Oh,
Mike
boy.
wins, and then
I get
and
the
then
die.
it just happens to be your
Right.
birthday.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
they highlighted him. Get a professional photo. You're so
Oh.
cute, Mike. Thanks.
Yes, they're all like that.
Oh, a gardening journal's
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool, especially
just-
with the specimen card thing.
Oh, yeah.
with the specimen card thing, very cool.
Yeah, you know, a photo would fit in there too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and in fact, I do that every year. Like, I take pictures of all of my plants, like in the spring and the summer, just so I remember when they come out and, you know, what colors they are and where they are. So my husband doesn't pull them out because he's there. Okay, I have my book put together. Hallelujah. It took a while. But still, you know, we're still going. One other, let me just show you. Oh, wait, let me take down Mike's comment. Good point. Now I have to go back all this way and find it. Hang on. I forgot it was up there. Okay, Anita, she's using hers as a traveling notebook. Movies I've seen, TV shows you're watching. That's a good idea. So you
Oh,
don't
TV
know what
shows is
season.
cool.
Yeah.
Do like a Netflix book.
Yes, I know.
Uh,
Oh yeah, there's some really good answers in here. Grandkids, photo albums, recipe books.
Recipe. I didn't think
Art.
of that until you said that, Eileen. I like that a lot, like a Christmas recipe book.
Yeah,
or
well,
even
maybe
making one for
Christmas-
someone. Like my
Yes.
grandma makes so many cookies. You
Yes.
could probably just fill the whole thing.
Yep. Yeah,
Um,
family recipes would be great. All right, let me do a recap. I'm getting there. All right. Let's see. Okay, so this is what I'm up to. I've got my book covered. I have my little signatures sewn in and trimmed down. So what I'm thinking is I'm either going to go around the edges and distress and add paper on top of here to kind of bulk this up a little. You could do tea-dyed paper. That'd be really pretty. and then add in some stuff, like, I don't know. I love that there are plenty of possibilities. One thing that's kind of bugs me that these are so white, so I might have to add some with some tea or something to just kind of maybe even take them out and tie them back in. I don't know. That's kind of bugging me a little, but you never know. And then I have my little acetate thing here. And so I think that's even kind of pretty. It could go like that, or it could go like this, and you could tie that, punch holes here and have that as kind of a slide. You could tuck something under that. I don't know. There's a lot of options. And then these little tags here are designed to fit and give like a title to whatever it is.
Yeah.
You just punch a hole and add little brads, and you could stamp a sentiment on there or write a name. It's kind of hard on this, but you could, if you had just a smooth mat board or even paper, that'd be really easy to do. So, all right, I'm caught up. I don't know.
Pretty, Eileen.
Oh, thanks. You never know. That one, it came along pretty much as I thought, but you never know if it's gonna.
Yeah.
So.
Someone asked Eileen when the collection is coming on Create and Craft in the UK.
Yeah, I think that's not going to be till August, like the middle of August. I know we have a lot of people in the UK that would like to buy it, and they, wait for that. So I think that's cute with that little branch.
Yes, that looks cute, Jess.
Oh.
Mine, I'm still working on the front of mine.
Yeah,
I did a little bit of stenciling, which this probably I can clean off the gold part, but I think I'm gonna line it with which I lost again, my die cut flowers. I think I'm gonna do like flowers right here,
a little
and do like a lot of them. Yeah. So there's the gold, super pretty, and then I have the rice paper on the inside. So definitely not done yet, but just got the pages in, and got the pretty rice paper in there. So when you think about it, we have been on for like a little over an hour making this, so we all came out with books in an hour. Yeah, you definitely.
You have all the holes cinched and everything. It's easy.
Yeah. Anybody can do it. I really.
Yeah. Well, they saw us do it right here.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Jess, what is yours? Jessica. I have a daughter, Jess. I call her.
I'm good with either. Some people call me Jess. I'm Jessica. Either way.
All right.
But yeah, so I've got some things that I still need to glue down on here. I glued down this transparency just with some more of this glue, and I'm going to wait for it to dry before I trim it to fit the book better, just because I don't want to deal with it slipping around while it's all wet. And then I want to add more layers in here. Like I'll add some more of these leaves and glue those on. I like some sort of words or sayings. So I might have that on there. And then I really like this. I want to add this on with some brads. And maybe I'll stamp something or just write a word on there.
That would be perfect.
So yeah. So from here, I feel like it's just a lot of like little
things.
Just moving around the leaves and
little
decorate.
Yeah.
Fun part.
Yeah. But as far as the whole book, the whole the main book part is all set. I've got I've got my specimen cards here.
That looks so cool.
And then
that
one. Yeah. So I'll definitely create a couple pages around these.
Yes.
And kind of how I did with making the background, I'll just do some painted background, maybe some stamps and stencils, and then just stick that on. Maybe have a phrase or two on there.
Yeah.
Some more leaves.
See,
that's the fun part.
Right.
That's the part
doing stuff like that.
I know. And the manufacturers really make it easy now with so many like pre-done things that you don't have to like cut everything yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me, let's see. I think what I'm going to do is bring us both up to my face here. And let's, wait a minute. How do I do this? Okay. Oh, we have my messy desk. We don't want that. All right.
Just to adjust to just our face, but
yeah, that'd be good.
I don't think it's.
You can't. We see you're very little, but it's.
Yeah.
I'll try unplug us. I'll plug us back in real quick. See if that works.
Well, it's fun to look at all the fun stuff you have on your desk. So.
Yeah. Our
You're
crafty
beautiful.
mess here.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what I do? I have these berry trays that I get from Costco, and I try to keep this stuff together with the project and put them all in a berry tray. But then I stack them up, and it's like I have a giant stack of stuff that's not done.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice to keep it together.
There you go.
Yeah, there you are.
The unplug it and plug it back in is my one IT
always
thing
works.
that I know how to do, but it works.
That was great. That was really fun.
That was a lot
that
of
was
fun.
Yeah, Anita's saying, try to watch this on an iPhone. We are all little.
Yeah.
Well, I had such a good time, and thanks so much for coming on. It was,
Thanks for having us.
It's just more, like I usually do a live, and it's just me, and I'm talking, I feel like, to myself. So when there's somebody else, and then like you'll do something, I'll get an idea, so it's just good to craft together, I feel like.
Yeah, I know I picked up quite a few tips from you today.
Yeah,
it is cool
absolutely.
crafting with somebody you don't normally craft with.
Yeah.
It is. Well, maybe we could do it again sometime.
Yeah, that'd be great.
fun.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking maybe we could come on in a couple of weeks, because we have, we have this contest going for, when is it, till August 10th?
August 10th.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Okay.
if you create with any Eileen Hull products until August 10th and submit them in our gallery.
Well, maybe we could kind of come back on just for a quick recap, like we could all share what we did and just remind people, make sure to post it here, and because those are some good prizes.
Yes, they are good prizes.
Yeah, 3 good prizes.
Yes, and one today. So you guys, stay tuned. We will be announcing that on both of our channels, and somebody's going to win, whoever was here.
Yeah.
And if you guys have made something, get those projects up, put them either in my fan club or both, on the gallery while you're at it. You might as well, if you're done already, enter, be one of the first. Yeah.
Yep.
And you can enter more than once.
Yes.
So
yes.
you have multiple projects.
Yeah.
Feel free to continue to enter through August, and you'll have more than one entry. So even a better chance to win.
Yes.
All right. Well, good. Well, before we leave, again, I would like to ask everybody who's watching, if you came from my channel, make sure to, follow A Cherry on Top. And if you're from A Cherry on Top, I would ask that you follow me, because we're going to be doing a lot of things. And, if you have the dies, we want you to have the most ideas that you can get. We did have a release party Tuesday. So I think I put the link here. If anybody wants to go and take a look at that, we did so many samples from my team. You will, let me see if I have the link somewhere. Yes, here we go. So that's over on my YouTube channel. If you want to go over there, you can skip ahead. It was marathon. I mean, it was 2 hours and 200 minutes or some crazy. We wanted to show everybody's project, and my team is amazing. So, that's, I think that's all I wanted to say. Do you guys have anything else?
No, it was a lot of fun crafting with you, Eileen. Thank you for doing this with us, and now we have these beautiful books we can scrap with, and
and make sure to just check back on our project gallery.
Mhm.
We'll share our finished projects there.
Yeah, we'll share ours there.
And then don't miss out on the challenges. And
Yeah.
all that.
You have till August 10th. And like Eileen said, like if you're from us, go see Eileen's page. She has awesome stuff on there and her YouTube. And feel free to come subscribe to Cherry. We do stuff all the time too and have live videos also.
Right. So your lives are on Friday at what time?
Yes. 1 o'clock.
Yep.
1 o'clock Eastern. You're Eastern, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Okay. Well, thank you again so much for coming. And thanks everybody who watched. We had fun. We hope you did too. And we want to see what you make. Don't forget. Okay.
Yeah.
See you soon. Okay.
Awesome.